The job ended. At my age, it's not as easy as you think to get back into the employment field. It's very lonely. Being in that situation with nobody to talk to, no family around, it's very lonely, and I'm sure that complicated my problem with the depression, because there was nobody to talk to about it. This is where it gets worse, having nobody to talk to. And then I just finally gave up. I was sitting on a park bench in Charleston, and a friend of mine came along. He said, "Are you all right?" I said, "No, I think I'm going to do it tonight."
What do they need most? I'd say a little understanding, a little courage, you know, someone to encourage them, to tell them that they are worth something.
We have more than 4,000 individuals who have been homeless in Savannah for more than 20 years. We have a significant number of folks, including many of our veterans, who are living in camps surrounding the city of Savannah.
It only takes one unforeseen mishap. It can be a medical emergency, it can be a loss of a job unexpectedly, it can just be a turn of events in terms of a financial misfortune.
But I thought initially that the homeless population was really constrained to the folks who were living under the bridges.
The public image in America is that it's an old guy who hasn't shaved, who's been drinking, who might not be very clean.
But the homeless population goes well beyond that. It includes the young mother with the 3 kids in the car next to us at a stoplight who've been living in the car for the last 3 weeks.
I was married once. We got divorced and I was working, and then we separated. Somehow my hours got shorter and shorter at work, and then I lost my job because somehow she couldn't pay me anymore. I got in touch with Union Mission, and they had an opening for me and my 2 children.
We have a large number of folks who are women with children. And what we know about children who experience homelessness in their childhood is they are often the folks who grow up to be our homeless on the streets.
Our donors and our supporters can be assured that they're making a good investment, not only to help these good people, homeless people who need help, but also to help our community deal with this issue that all communities deal with.
Touches and changes lives, and that's the critical piece. These are individuals, these are families, these are people who've served our community, they've served our nation, they've been strong corporate and community citizens. And so when they have a season of need, I think that's when we step in.
It's been a very difficult road in that aspect, and then, of course, not having the self-worth within myself. It gradually went from drinking to smoking weed, then occasional hit of crack, and then, you know, a little bit of cocaine here and there, and then it spiraled out of control. I did end up losing my son.
They are productive, capable people who have either had bad circumstances or made bad decisions or both, but they find themselves in a position where they need some help.
When people have a need, those who have resources really have an obligation to come forward and to assist.
After 8 years of being a soldier at Fort Stewart, I decided to move to Savannah, Georgia on June 30th, 2011. This after 3 years of working at the Dollar General in Ludowici, Georgia. Being laid off, I suddenly found myself homeless. And I'm pleased to know that not only have I conquered homelessness, but I also managed to complete the Starfish Culinary Arts program. And that's it.
You can see it. You can spot it right off. It's like, oh man, I accomplished one thing in my life. I did this, and I finished.
Remember to show your gratitude and your thankfulness to all the people you've acknowledged here today, staff, family, friends, supporters, all of those who've been behind you, by moving forward successfully.
It takes money, and as you well know, there's a lot more demand for services for the homeless population than there is the ability or the resources at any given point to serve them.
The entire community, I believe, also needs to take note of and be a part of assisting and raising the quality of the life of those who might be considered the least of these.
And I can't forget these people. Union Mission, I mean, I'm indebted for the rest of my life to these people.